Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dragon Mania. So, it has been confirmed that the Werewolf Dragon here is going to be the next Dragon of the Week in DML. So, you know, the Werewolf Dragon's been a very recurring Dragon of the Week since basically launch. He's a very cute little epic. We've got little Max here. He's a fire, earth, and plant epic dragon. And he's been available in a lot of, you know, weekend events, Halloween stuff. But the combination that you are going to have to use to breed this guy come Monday is going to be the UV and Seed dragons. So there are only 7 other possible outcomes. No shared breeding time with this breed either. And the Golden Crow has a longer breeding time than the werewolf does at 22 hours. So if you see a 16-hour breeding time normally, or a 12-hour 48-minute with VIP, then you know that you got your hands on the werewolf. So, if you're someone that doesn't have many of the other epics or rare dragons, this Dragon of the Week is probably good for the lower level players, to be honest with you. But, you know, if you are interested in getting him, make sure you level up those two dragons like I said, and on Monday he will become available for you to do whatever the hell you want. Whether you want to go for him, whether you want to go for the Dragon of the Month is up to you. If you are trying to decide between breeding a Dragon of the Week or a Dragon of the Month, just think, do you really want the Dragon of the Week? Because if you don't really want it or need it, you're probably better off going for the Dragon of the Month, because I get that question asked a lot. It's like, Quacks, do I go for the gem or do I go for the dark ice? It's like, do you really care about the gem dragon that much? Because if you don't, you'd probably be better off just prioritizing the monthly, but everyone plays the game differently and, you know, has their own choices. But I feel like if you're going to go for any sort of dragon, you're probably better off trying to breed legendaries rather than epics. Again, personally, that's in my opinion. So, along with that, we do also have this deal out here. We've got a couple of them actually, but we have one for a legendary dragon. So we got the Firestorm here. He's a pretty meh legendary overall, but you can get him, gems, and food for £25, which I think is a little bit of a steep ask for a dragon like him. What was that animation? I've never seen him do that before. What? What is that? I've never seen that. Is that new? Either way, I'm a little bit spooked there. You can also still buy the Holy Dragon if you don't manage to get it out of the dungeon, but I mean, I wouldn't pay £8 for the ugly duckling. And then finally, we have another one for the okay dragon. £4 for him, some event currency and some food. This is one of the cheaper ones. £4 is still kind of expensive for a rare, but if you really want him and you got a couple of spare quid, I mean, go ahead and buy it if you really want him. So we've got those new deals out, and we do also have limited time events, also known as weekend events, that have come also. So first of all, we've got the VIP Farming Fanatic event, so gather all the food that you can, and you can get a Pulsar Dragon if you're in top 15, and then we've got spend as much gold as you can in the Golden Opportunity, and you can get hold of the Burger Dragon. So I have both of these dragons. I'm not really that interested, but you might as well get up to the 12 million mark if you can afford it, because 3 free gems? Why not? Why the heck not? And you know, the easiest way to spend gold, you can just buy items. Just putting in 6-hour food is really good for it as well. There are tons and tons of different ways that you can make those events super duper easy. And apparently we've got no space for Mr. Elephant, so he is being sold. Feels bad, dude. I don't know if I want to get rid of Simon. I am going to get rid of our leftover of the pink boy here. But I don't know if I want to get rid of my secondary unicorn yet. We will decide in time if that's what we want to do. We do also just about have a new level up on the horizon. I don't know if we have any more blue fights to do for today. Oh, we got a couple. So we may be able to, you know, just go over that 50 mil range. 50 ril mange. And get our level up that we need. I mean, I still massively appreciate getting the bonus habitats from leveling up. They are just so incredibly handy. Because if you ever run out of space for divines, for example, you just pop down another divine habitat, and there you go. It's all dealt with. Super nice and easy. And if you're wondering where I'm up to in the Dragon's Delight event, at the moment I do have about 500 happy dragons. It's not a lot by any stretch, but I'm not going to be around over the weekend like most weekends, so I'm not going to be able to do it on my PC account. You know, it's just the timing. For a lot of people, putting it on the weekend is great. For me, putting it on the weekend is like the worst thing that can happen. So I'm gonna give it a go on my Android account, but I'm not gonna super duper try hard just to get the rare pinecone. Like, he's cool and all, but I just don't appreciate how difficult the Dragon's Delight events are actually made, especially with the amount of RNG in it now. You know, the stop initiatives no longer work because you can't predict how many points you're gonna get. And plus, they can just keep increasing the amounts, and then it's like, oh, well, you can get it for free if you're lucky. It's like, oh, yeah, but you have to be on the game 30 times a day to refresh and spend all of the currency that you have. So, overall, you know, my voice is dying on me, but you know, initially I said that we can't really make a good judgment on the event until we played a little bit of it. And again, it's not that the event is difficult per se, it's just it's so reliant on RNG. Like, if you get unlucky with items, you're gonna have to refresh dragons more often, or potentially even trash, which is super, super bad for event progress. I will admit I've done it a couple of times just because I'm really, really impatient sometimes with this game. And that is our level up. I was like, why is it suddenly a little bit laggy? But no, we got our level 135. Beautiful. So we get all of our energy back, we get 3 gems, and we get a bonus habitat space. So that's nice. And we get 3 gems from that as well. Look at that, 6 free gems. Ooh, feels good, boys. So, are all of our divine habitats filled up? No, some of them are filled up with legendaries, so we don't need any more legendary habitats as far as I'm aware. I don't know how many void spaces we have, or shadow and light, but we'd probably do well to have a couple more spaces for some of the higher tier habitats, because I don't have that many of them. We actually have 4, so I'm going to buy a shadow habitat. I'm going to buy a light habitat. That can go over there. Nice, we got a scroll for that as well. I'm gonna buy a void habitat. There we go. And then finally, let's buy another energy habitat, because why not? They're like the highest tier habitats that we have. And obviously, these habitats do house more gold than the other habitats when they're fully upgraded. And especially when they go into like their max level. But I have basically 0 max level habitats at the moment because I don't want to have to spend the trinkets to do it. Like, I don't have that many trinkets to spend, and I don't have the materials for it either. I'm busy using it on all of those enchantment dragons currently. So I like that now we don't have that issue anymore, where it used to be every single time you were like craving for a level up because you just didn't have the space necessary. We don't have that problem anymore. So the Dragon Vault being released is kind of it's kind of pointless, because they released the Dragon Vault and then not too much after that they implemented the habitat upgrades and habitat limit extenders as well. So it's sort of like, well, who would use the vault anymore? Is there literally any use to it whatsoever? I guess it could be used in some really niche scenarios, but for the most part, I just want to see the dragons in their habitats, you know? I don't want to just put them away in jail forever like poor little Apollo. Like, what did he do to deserve that, huh? Apollo did nothing wrong, my friend. Oh no, I didn't put the potion there. Oh no, we've screwed it up. Oh well. I guess we'll just do one less enchantment fight. The correct logic was there, I just did not execute it because I wasn't paying attention. Don't say anything! Shh. I knew what I tried to do. I just didn't press to use another potion, okay? No need to BM me like that. Come on, dudes. Oh, it feels bad. But, you know, that is the gist of everything that I wanted to go through for now. I don't believe we've got any other additional news for right now. All that we know is that we got that new Dragon of the Week news. So, thank you for the post again. As always, Idwine. But, you know, best of luck. Get your dragons ready. Get prepped for next week. And I'm still looking out for any Divine Event news, so that may be on the horizon. We'll see. We'll see. Until next time, I shall see you then.